Hey, good morning, class. Good Sunday morning. Welcome back. Welcome to week 8 of introductory psychology. I can't believe it's already week 8. We are at the halfway point, if you can believe it. It just feels like yesterday the semester was starting. Maybe for many of you, that's what it feels like. You're in the thick of the grind of the semester, and it's just crazy to think we're already at the halfway point. At least it is for me as a full-time student and as someone who's teaching classes. So, kind of a crazy weekend this weekend. Unfortunately, my team lost yesterday. University of Oklahoma lost yesterday in a really, really bad loss to Iowa State. So those of you who are Oak State fans know all too well, Iowa State upset OSU a few years ago. So now I guess it's our turn. But still leaves a pretty bad taste in my mouth either way. Was not expecting that. It was a really bad way to start the day. But hey, it's all right. You win some, you lose some. If OSU and OU can both win out, they can both still have a really good year. So disappointed, but hey, no biggie. Got some preseason Thunder basketball already underway. Got a game today later, so if you're into watching that, cool. Maybe if you're an OU fan, maybe some Thunder can take the bad taste out of your mouth. That's what I'm hoping for at least. So anyways, we're at week 8. Heads up, next week is OSU OKC's fall break, so we're not going to actually do anything. We won't have class next week. I won't put a discussion post or anything. This will be a kind of a catch up. Next week will be kind of a catch up week for you if you feel like you're behind on maybe some readings or anything like that. You can use that time to kind of catch up with this class and other classes. So, but for this week, of course, the focus is chapter 8. Which is on the topic of motivation and emotions. Really two broad topics, kind of cramming two big topics in psychology and putting them together, motivation and emotion. The two kind of go hand in hand. But anyway, so, read chapter 8 this week. After reading chapter 8, you should be able to define aspects of motivation, including things like needs, drives, and incentives. You'll be able to identify the different theories of motivation. There will be a few classical theories you'll be looking at, including Maslow's theory of motivation, which is some of you might already be familiar with, the hierarchy of needs. Maybe you've heard about it in pop culture or elsewhere. Then you'll be looking at one of the biggest things that motivate, a couple of the biggest things that motivate human beings. The first is hunger, is food, the need for food. So you'll be describing the biological and psychological contributions of hunger. Another big motivator for human beings is sex, the sex drive. So you'll be learning about the role of sex hormones and the sexual response cycle in human sexuality. You'll be able to describe achievement motivation. Discuss the expression of emotions, the different emotions that we express, the universal expression, and discuss the different theories of emotional response. I believe there are 3 sort of competing theories about emotions. So really, this is a really broad chapter. There are whole courses that are dedicated specifically to motivation and emotion. I'm actually taking a course called Motivation and Emotion in Education right now as part of my doctoral program. So a lot of this stuff is kind of fresh on my mind. So anyways, make sure that you read chapter 8 this week. Of course, there is no discussion post this week. No discussion post. And the reason for that is we have our second exam is now currently active. Exam 2 is active until not this coming Monday, but the following Monday, which I believe is the 16th. So you have, I think, from today until the 16th to take the exam, a little over a week to do so. The exam covers 4 chapters. It covers chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it has 50 questions, so it's a nice balance of between all 4 chapters. I try to pick out the kind of the highlights of each chapter. So my recommendation to you is go ahead and read chapter 8, get that read that, and then review your notes from chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then go ahead and take the exam. You have plenty of time to review. You have plenty of time to ask me questions. I was pretty impressed with the results of the first exam, and I actually think you guys are going to do a little bit better on the second exam, given that you're used to the formatting. I think a lot of times for the first exam, I think people, students, it's tough you don't know what to expect. So performances in the first exam aren't as good as maybe they would be on the second exam once you kind of figure out what to expect. So, but please utilize me as a resource, utilize your classmates if you do have questions or concerns, anything that you've covered so far over the last 4 weeks, if it's been confusing or anything like that. Feel free to shoot me an email, feel free to post on the discussion board for myself or your classmates to respond to. So anyways, that's about it for this week. Make sure, again, read Chapter 8. Read Chapter 8 on motivation and emotion. Let me know if you have any questions regarding Chapter 8. And then you have until the 16th of October to take exam number 2. And that is a 50 question multiple choice exam, just like the last exam. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to email me before then. Feel free to post on the discussion board. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I wish you the best of luck on exam 2. I know you're all going to do great. I'm looking forward to getting those results back. All right, awesome. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.